low price birthday. Only at ShopRite.
Explanation of symbols on worksheets are as follows. Use coloring crayons to color the picture. Use your finger to follow the track or line or show the correct picture. Use a coloring crayon to draw a line or write a number or sound. Look at the picture and say the number or sound out loud. Use a scissors to cut on the dotted line. Look at the picture. Use these symbols for the lesson of the day, which will be allocated at the top right side of each page. For example, Lesson 1, Prepositions and Directions.
Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Janice Abrams and welcome, my friend. The theme for today is houses. But before we continue with the lesson, let's first practice our social distancing and sanitizing of hands. Between the fingers. Good. Lesson 5. Addition, sequencing, word search, problem solving and coloring. Let's go over to page 24. How many pets? Meg has 3 cats. Tom has 3 dogs. How many pets are there in all? Draw a picture of the pets. Now, learners, as you can see on that page, there is one big square there. It's an empty square. Can you see it? So, in that big empty square, you have to draw 3 cats and you draw 3 dogs. I'm going to repeat myself again. On that page, there is a big empty square. You have to draw the following: 3 cats and 3 dogs. After you have done drawing the pets, now can you see that small little square there at the bottom? Do you see it? Good. In that square, you must write the amount of how many cats and how many dogs there are. So you say 3 plus 3 equals to, okay, and that amount you must write in that small square there underneath. Good. Let's continue. At the bottom of the big square, you will see that there is a number line. Do you see the number line from 0 up to 10? Yes. Now let's continue. Under the number line, there is 2 boxes or 2 squares. What must you do in that boxes? Let's quickly have a look. Write the equation in the first square or in the first block. What is an equation? That means, equation means you have to write two numbers or values and then you must add it up. So in that first box, can you see there's a line plus a line equals a line. So what must you do? You must write in, remember in the big box you wrote or you drew or draw 3 cats and you also drawn 3 dogs. So what must you write now in that small box there? Like they said, write the equation. On the first line, how many cats are there? 3 cats, so you must write on the line the number 3. Plus, how many dogs do you see in the big square or in the big box? 3 dogs, so write in the number on that line, 3. So 3 plus 3 equals, write in the correct answer on top of the lines. Let's go to the next box or to the next square. Write the answer. Now the answer that you have written in the first small box there under, that amount or that answer you must now fill in the next box. Boys and girls, I hope that you understand. Let's continue with the next page. Page 25. Sequencing. What is sequencing? Sequencing is numbers or things that is placed from the biggest to the smallest or from the smallest to the biggest. So let's see. Cut and paste the pictures in order. So what must you do? We must cut the apples. The apples are in boxes or in blocks. We must cut out the apples and then we must paste that apples at the back of the numbers. The numbers are 1, 2, and 3. As we can see, the sequence of the numbers is from the smallest to the biggest number. What is the smallest number? 1. What is the biggest number? 3. So now we have to do the same with the apples. We have to cut out the apples and paste it at the back in the correct sequence. Paste it at the back of the numbers. So we have an apple that is already, it's already eaten. Then the second apple is still a whole apple. And then the third apple, there's only like 1 bite in that apple. So when we sequence this apple, how will we do it? When we take the apple out of the fridge, how will it look like? Will it be a whole apple or will it be an apple that is finished? It will be a whole apple when we take it out of the fridge. So, the whole apple you will paste at the back of number 1. The second apple, which is bitten only once, you will paste that second apple at the back of number 2. And the apple that is finished, that apple you will paste at the back of number 3. So after doing this, you have sequenced your apple from a whole apple to an apple that is finished. Let's go over to page 27. 27, it says word search. Word search means you have to look, you have to search for a specific word in that blocks that they give there. Can you find these words? Now let's look at that small little blocks under there. We have to find the following words in that blocks there on top. The first word is window, roof, door, wall, kitchen, bedroom, room, floor, house, and the last word, cat. Now that words, you must search. You must search for that words there on top. Do you understand, boys and girls? Good. Around the house, cut and paste the objects in the correct room in the house. Now, do you see the house there? Do you see the house? Yes. Do you see the furniture next to the house? Yes. So we must cut out the furniture, and then we must paste the furniture where it belongs in the house. So let's look at the first part, the bedroom. The bedroom. Will we paste the sofa in the bedroom? No. Will we paste the toilet in the bedroom? No. Will we paste the bed in the bedroom? Yes. So we will paste the bed where the bedroom is, and that is what you have to do on that part. Let's go over to the next page. Page 29. Problem solving. We have to solve a problem. Write the number sentence and solve the problem. We have to write the values and the answers, or we have to write the numbers and the answers. So we have to solve the problems. There are 6 blocks of pictures. Let's go to the first block. What do you see there? I see a girl and a boy. Now let's read there on top. 4 girls sat at their desks. 3 boys sat at their desks. How many children? Now you will see there's a line, there's a plus, there's a line, there's an equal sign, and there's a line again. So you must write the numbers that they give you. You must write the numbers on the lines below. On the first line, there are 4 girls. So what must you write on the first line? Number 4. What must you write after the plus sign? There are 3 boys that sat at their desks. So what must you write on that line? Number 3. Then you get the equal sign. So 4 plus 3 equals to, how much is the answer? What is the answer? The answer is 7. So you will write the answer on the line. Let's look at the pencils. There are 6 pencils. Add 2. How many pencils? Now, on the first line, we will write, how many pencils are there? 6. So on the first line, we will write the number 6. After the plus sign, we added 2 pencils. So what is the number that you must write on that line? Number 2. So 6 plus 2 is equals to 8. So my answer will be 8. So you have to do the apple, the ruler, the 2 apples, and the starfish. See if you will be able to solve that problems. Good. Let's go over to our next page. Page 30. Color the house. Remember, we are busy with the theme house or houses. So what must you do on this page 30? You have to color the whole picture. Very, very good. And you must color it in colorful and in one direction and neatly. That is what you have to do on page 30. We come to the end of our lesson. But before we call on Zashi, what must we remember, boys and girls? Social distancing, sanitizing of our hands and between the fingers. And now we call on our friend Zashi. Where are you? Bye.
Hi everyone. You can't hug your friends anymore, but you can still give yourself some love, or you can practice how to blow hugs. Yeah, 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 yeah. And until next time, bye.
Black sunrise, always gonna be a surprise, 'cause we don't know the way it's going to go, 'cause we can see the way it's going to be, 'cause we can see.
Ay, ay, ay.
We're talking about COVID. Babaji, tell us about the day you found out you had COVID.
The day I found out I have COVID, it was a difficult day. I didn't understand how I got COVID because I was always covered. I was always with my hand sanitizer. It came with my wife. And that whole day, I was thinking, what's going to happen to me? I'm going to survive. My kids. I was losing my tasting, smelling. There were some days I will test my taste buds and put like 4 or 5 chilies in my coffee. No ways. I didn't taste it.
So did you also lose your appetite in the process?
It was very funny. In the first week, no, I was chowing. I was chowing like I will wake up like midnight and make for me something. But after the first week, then the appetite was gone. When you go to bed, your body is also automatically switching off. And that's a dangerous time for COVID. It's like glass pinching you, cutting you inside your lungs. Then the heart was pumping like rabbit pumps. You are losing a lot of fluids at night.
Is that through fever or what?
Yeah, it's through fever.
So have you experienced any side effects from having contracted COVID-19?
No, not yet. Maybe it's still coming, but not yet.
And your wife?
She was complaining about light head. It's an annoying headache. It's light, but it's annoying.
So basically you didn't take any prescribed medicine from the doctor to recover from COVID?
No, I didn't. The only thing I was using is aspirin for my blood not to clot. Because for some people, when your lungs are really, really infected, your blood will start to clot from the lungs, close all the airways. That's where we are passing. I'm smoking cigarette, and when you were a smoker and COVID in your lungs now.
So then after you both found out you had COVID, what did you guys do to protect the kids?
The kids move out from the house. The booties will come, then we will collect everything for them and just put for them outside. When they came, just grab the food and go.
So what was the biggest battle for you? Was it mental or physical?
Mentally. Mentally was the biggest battle. I'm actually an international movie maker, and my career was cut off. I couldn't put bread on the table. There were some days we have one meal for the day, then went to bed. And that was hitting me in my mind. What if Blessing get corona now? Where am I gonna go? Who's gonna help? There were also some people depend on us in the rural areas. We couldn't help them. My future was black, dark, dark, dark. I couldn't even see that small light at the end of the tunnel. One day, my daughter decided, now I want to see my father today. And I just told her, yeah, she can come. The first words was, Daddy, I was praying for you yesterday night. Don't worry, Corona will go back soon. And I was asking, from where? From Namibia? I said, no, not from Namibia, from you. And you are not looking good. And she was actually heartbroken. Until today, she hates Corona. From there, then I was like, oh, okay. If the smallest one is saying this, why am I not picking me up self and do the right thing and get rid of this thing? That's where I started to run, to practice, coming to my quiet place. And actually, the main thing that broke my heart during that time was there was no one. The time of COVID, there was no one.
So can you tell us where we are right now?
We are at my silent place. I call this place my silent place. I will come here when the COVID is hitting me like 120%. Looking at the ocean, then you will hear voices like, no, you don't belong here. Today, you don't belong here. Get up and go home. Some days, they will nurse you like, no, you will survive. Your future is a bright future. You must not give up now. Think about your kids. Think about the people around you. Even the wind will do that. Actually, you must meditate. The thing of COVID is, looks like COVID is afraid of the warmness and is friends with the coldness. So the whole time you are baking in the sun, it helps a lot.
So is that what you did?
Yeah, I did. I will do that twice a day. This was supposed to be a golden year for me, a very, very good golden year for me, but then COVID decided, no, this is not going to be your golden year. Everything was cancelled. We, the filmmakers, this year, from the international shoots, lost lot of money.
You've lost 3 family members? Is it all due to COVID?
No, not all due to COVID. First one, my sister. She was very close to me. She contracted COVID April, and she was in ICU for 3 months. The COVID damaged her lungs, and at that stage her lungs collapsed and she couldn't breathe without the machines. Her kidneys failed, her liver has failed. COVID is real. First of all, COVID is real. It's not a joke. Most of the people, they fall away from COVID regulations. Still early to fall away from COVID regulations. We must still go in line with those COVID regulations.
And how long did you say it took you to recover?
3 weeks, 21 days.
What must somebody do to change your mind from that negative perspective to that positive?
COVID, no job, it's very dangerous. There was one day I just decided I'm gonna take a rope, go to the jetty, sit around there, and after all I will hang there by the jetty. The time I arrived here, there was no wind. Out of nowhere, the ocean was like angry, and it started to get cold. And I was like, but it was just nice weather. Then I sat down. Then the universe will talk with you, the wind, the sun, the ocean. That's the main thing of COVID. If you don't save yourself, no one will save you. And we must always appreciate what we have around us. That's the main thing in COVID. If you don't appreciate what you have around you, no, you will lose your head.
Smile, smile, smile. When you walk with me, I just want you to smile, smile.
My industry and what I've done with my hands in Namibia, it's going all over the world, and here you are, Babaji, you want to quit? Now, I'm excited for 2021. It's not gonna be the same like 2020 now. I'm back in the groove.
Give me food, clothes, water, and shelter. Nothing else, no matter. You're my moonlight in my oven. Let all my sins be forgiven. Happiness